Yo, what up, Toshi here. In the past 24 hours, a lot of things have changed. I did make a video on Sparkle not that long ago, and already we're getting a lot of changes for the character. I didn't expect there to be so many changes, but to the point where now Mono Quantum seems like it's going to be a really strong team. And the fact of the matter is, Sparkle seems to be a much better character overall, which is a nice change, because I didn't expect them to actually buff the character in ways that helps a lot of the characters she was going to make better, even better now. Let's get into the video. So let's start with the obvious. Overall, characters like Fu Xuan are going to be less appealing to use alongside Sparkle because, well, now Sparkle does not buff your damage. Instead, she gives you attack. For characters like Fu, you have no attack skillings in your kit whatsoever. This character scales off of max HP, and damage boost was going to help this character deal more damage in the team. But with Sparkle giving attack to your damage dealers, this character is going to be most likely a support alongside Sparkle, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but she has quite a bit of damage output if she has a lot of damage amplifications going towards her as well. However, that means the previous powerhouses in the Mono Quantum team are now going to be much stronger at what they do, and that's deal damage. Silverwolf now is going to be a much better damage dealer inside the team because this character already benefits from having a lot of damage amplification, but if that character is giving this character attack, that means you can put on speed boots on Silverwolf and not have to worry about having less attack than you need in order to deal as much damage as you can with the character. I do understand a lot of people don't run Silverwolf without an energy regeneration rate link rope, like me. So for those of you that maybe picked up some eidolons for Silverwolf on a rerun banner, or maybe some of you have her 5-star light cone, now she seems a lot more appealing in the team with Sparkle as a sub-DPS supporter damage dealer. And the changes for Sparkle is the best thing that could happen for Seal, because this character now has a lot more attack being given to her, which was supposedly before being a damage bonus, but since this character already has a lot of damage amplification in her kit, going towards quantum damage, and she has the quantum resist penetration, then Silverwolf lowering the resistances, well, you obviously want to have more attack because this character already is going to receive a lot of crit damage, to the point where a lot of people are going to run this character an attack percentage chest if they met the criteria of having a decent crit rate and crit damage ratio already. But for those of you, you don't have to do that anymore because Sparkle is giving your Seal a lot more attack. Qingque has a lot of damage amplifications in her kit already. She has attack percentage boosting. She has elemental damage boosting. But she's not going to benefit from Sparkle's changes as much as Seal does. And only because she already has a lot of attack boosting in her kit. But she's still going to be one of Sparkle's best partners overall. This change is just really good for Seal especially. And the thing is about Qingque isn't that this character doesn't already have a lot of damage amplifications, because she does have quite a bit, but the thing is that her multipliers compared to some other characters isn't as high. However, since she does have a lot of damage amps and she has a lot of ways of increasing her attack, she just ends up dealing more damage because she already has a lot of stats being funneled towards her. And if RNG is on your side, you'll take even more advantage of having those damage amps and the extra attack that you get from Sparkle if you have Eidolon 4 for the character. With Sparkle literally having everything in her kit that matches that of Bronia, and now she's giving more skill points at the start of the battle, why would you ever use Bronia when we have a Quantum Bronia that does everything better now? Now you're even more incentivized with using Planetary Rendezvous for the team, because the thing is about Sparkle is that the buff she gives to the allies with the elemental skill is now dependent on that ally's next turn, and on top of that, the damage bonus you get from Planetary Rendezvous for the whole team is going to go nice in combination with the damage buff it already gives to the team. So this damage bonus makes up for the fact you're not getting that damage boost anymore from Sparkle for having the quantum character limit. Instead, now you get attack percentage. So that means you can substitute whatever other light cone you had on the character with Planetary Rendezvous, which overall equates to more damage for the team. However, most players, including me, is probably just going to opt for whatever light cone is used on your Bronia, on your Sparkle, because again, this character doesn't have as high as an energy cost on her ult like Bronia does, but also you're able to regenerate a skill point with but the battle isn't over, which is very nice for a character that already gives skill points to the team, and then you give damage bonus to that ally whenever you use the elemental skill. And for characters like Seal, who's going to be constantly taking the turn and have a lot more action for it in the team versus other characters, you more often than not will have that damage bonus with maybe even a little bit of speed tuning. So I imagine Sparkle no longer giving a speed boost hurts a lot of players that maybe had an E0 Seal, and you needed that speed she gave to the team in order to reach that 160 you needed, not only for maybe her light cone, but for glam offset. So maybe you need to switch sets now, or you need to find more speed substats for your Seal. the changes overall is going to equate even more benefit for the team versus just being able to give more speed, in my honest opinion. So I can understand how some players may feel because Ruan May gives all of those same buffs but a speed boost on top of it. So why can't Sparkle do the same as well? And I do understand that having Ruan May be appealing in most of the teams in the game isn't really doing Sparkle any favors. However, making her really nice in a team where Ruan May will never be better than Sparkle in is also pretty nice. But yeah, not having a speed boost anymore kind of does suck when a character that literally does everything she does has a speed boost as well. So being able to start the battle with more skill points means that some characters like Daniel is going to benefit from Sparkle as well. Now, we knew that Daniel was going to be an amazing character alongside Sparkle to begin with. So the changes that Sparkle does bring on top of being able to allow this character to have more skill points when the battle starts is nice because Daniel's a character that has a lot of damage amps in his kit. So having more attack percentage go towards this character means that he's going to hit a lot harder. You have more skill points to work with, so you're going to have more DPS overall. And furthermore, you got to remember, Sparkle still does everything she already does as before. Action forward allows your character to have more crit damage on top of that. This character is going to hit really, really hard. And I think Sparkle is going to be one of this character's best teammates in the game. So I'm trying to wonder, how good is Yukong still going to be alongside Daniel? And the truth is, you probably still want to use Qingque for the energy, because Qingque is very valuable alongside Daniel. So does that mean Yukong is now phased out? Or does that mean that since Sparkle is giving more skill points to the team, you don't have to worry about Yukong being the team and not providing anything other than a fat crit damage, crit rate, attack buff, and imaginary damage boost? Actually, maybe I'll still use Yukong because of that. So I think in this team with Daniel, Ruan May will be phased out. And to be honest, her in this team was short-lived. It only lasted one patch. So RIP to Ruan May in the team of Daniel. But now you have a team that is going to be very good with Sparkle. Everything here is going to allow Daniel to deal as much damage as he can. Remember, Luocha already provides skill points to the team. And then Yukong now, while being a skill point neutral to skill point negative character, isn't going to mind that because, well, you have Sparkle who's giving skill points to the team. There might even be some crazy teams now with Woho in the party because, again, if you have a character that is giving skill points to the team, why not even throw in more skill point neutral characters like Woho? And giving attack and energy means that the buff she gives is going to be more valuable than a character that only gives skill points but as much healing, if not more. Because, again, that allows you to clear content quicker, have more energy, so more uptime on those buffs that those characters already provide for the team. And remember, Woho does cleanse a lot, and you are incentivized for ulting as much as you can. So there you have it. Overall, short and sweet. I would talk about her eidolons, but I don't think there's a point because we really don't talk about them in any video. But I personally will be trying to roll for some of her eidolons because, man, I love Monoquantum. It's my favorite team. Why wouldn't I? And I don't advise anyone else to do this. It's just me and what I'm going to do. I'm an idiot, right? Don't follow an idiot's advice. Don't ever follow behind an idiot's footsteps. It's going to lead you to a bad place. And that bad place is not having a place to stay, right? Because all of a sudden you have to sell your house to make ends meet because you have no more money, right? And you spent it all in the gacha game. Anyways, this is the video here. Thank you for watching and have a nice rest of your day. Peace.